Hey guys, welcome back. Terry2 here today, and we're going to be looking at some Valorant ranked changes that are happening with the second season, or the second act as they call it. And there's some big changes here, a ranking system that I've never seen anything like before, and it's pretty confusing. They just posted about it today, so I've took a little time to read it and kind of figure it out, and I'm going to present it as best I can so that you can understand it. And for anyone out there trying to figure it out, this should help. It is pretty confusing and strange and new, but I like the direction they're taking, and I think it's going to be good for the game overall. So this is all in reference to competitive mode. This has nothing to do with anything else. This is all about ranked. So they're changing how the rank works next season. As you know, the first season ends in about 7 days here, 1 week left, and then it will begin Act 2. We'll be getting a new map, a new character, and a new ranking system. All the ranks that you're used to are the same, they still remain. So they have a sort of TLDR here for the biggest changes. After an act, so Act 2 and presumably the future acts afterwards, all that matters for your act rank are your 9 best ranked wins during that season. So act ranks are the new thing because each rank you're going to be getting a different one. So for season 1, they're going to, whatever your ranking was will be what it is. But now from here forward in Act 2, you will have an act rank that you can change throughout the season, and it will be given to you at the end of the season, a badge based off of your 9 best wins of the act and how many wins you've gotten. The reasoning behind it being your 9 best wins is to try and promote you to actually continue to play ranked instead of, you know, getting to gold, you're at the very top of gold and you finally break into platinum and then you stop playing ranked because you know if I lose a little, I'm going to lose platinum. And you don't really want to take that chance because you don't see yourself climbing to diamond. And so this makes players sort of peak and then stop playing the rank system, which of course isn't ideal. So they've made it your 9 best wins, meaning that if you were to get into plat just barely, as I said, you would need to continue to play plat and get at least 9 wins in plat to be considered platinum at the end of the season. So this means you could end the season in plat 1 and still get gold 3 as your rank. But at the same time, if you do continue to try and play and you D-rank back to gold, you can keep playing throughout the season, get back to plat, get 1 or 2 more wins, back to gold, back to plat, 1 or 2 wins. Once you get 9 best wins, if they're all in plat, you will be ranked as plat. So act rank is meant to track your proven skill, your highest number of wins, and your total competitive wins for the act. And at the end, you will get a badge on your career history and in your competitive games that will last, presumably forever, that you can check anytime. They've included an image here that shows a player's player card, the kind you would see when you queue in, that has their badge actually displayed right on it. So it seems like you can display a badge as well as your emblem, title, calling card, all that stuff. Now for the badge itself, it's pretty confusing looking and it is a little strange, but once you figure it out, it makes a lot of sense. It is basically composed of all these little triangles, as you can see here, and the whole thing itself is a triangle. The really basic stuff out of the way first is, as you can see at the bottom, there's a bar tracking your total wins, and every time you win 9, 25, 50, 75, and your 100th win for that season, it will change the border around it. So for anyone who's played maybe Overwatch, for example, you'll know there's sort of borders around your level. This is a lot like that. So the more wins you get, just total wins, it could be wins in silver, it could be wins in radiant, it doesn't matter. Your total wins change the border on this. So the more you play, even if you're losing lots of games, but you're still playing a lot, you can still get this leveled up. And then the middle triangles are where it starts to come into play with the ranking system itself. Instead of now having a static rank of being in gold 2 or your gold, and someone goes to check your player card and they say, okay, you're iron 2, you will have whatever your rank is at the time. So you'll still be gold 2, but you'll have this act rank badge that players can check. And I believe the way it works is that you can check on your friends list, actually see their badge and check it yourself. So you're not going to have to wonder what rank people are. And then you also have your own badge, of course, for reference. And the way it works is that each of these triangles represent a win during the season. And as you win in higher ranks, you start to push out the lower triangles out the bottom. So if you take a look at this, we'll zoom in a little bit. You can see with this player as an example, they started the season, let's presume, in gold. And they played all these bottom row were games in gold. These were all wins. Now, losses could be anywhere in between here. Say they won for lost a couple, and then won these last like 7, and then ranked up to plat. And then you'll see here they started winning in plat, they started winning in diamond, started winning in immortal, and then they became radiant, and they've won their last 9 games in radiant. Now if they continue to win in radiant, it will start to fill the lower rows more and push the gold out until all that's left is radiant down to platinum. And if they keep winning, it'll keep pushing out gold. Even if they de-rank back to all the way to diamond, if they continue to win somewhere in diamond and immortal, the triangle will start to fill out that way. They will always have their best ones at the top, so you'll always see, okay, this guy was radiant at some point, he was the top rank, and then the bottom is all full of immortals, so he mostly is winning an immortal with the odd radiant win every now and then, and you'll start to see it fleshed out. And this is why the top triangle here, this one is radiant, shows the 9 highest wins they've got, and then once the season ends, it will transition into this, which is, as you can see, just that top triangle that displays their rank for the season. So this was their 9 best wins at the top. Even if that had been 9 diamond wins and the whole bottom was platinum, as long as they got those 9 wins in diamond, that will become their end of act rank. So this will be permanently on your player card and viewable by your friends and yourself as you're ranked for season 2. So it is a little confusing, but it's also, I believe, to be a good system. I think this is better than any system I've seen for a game like this, at least in recent times. I like that they have something for people that, you know, aren't necessarily going to be climbing and climbing. You can still do the border for getting some wins, and it does incentivize you to just keep playing. Even if you get to gold and you start to D-rank back down to silver, your badge is still going to be showing those gold wins, and you can still say, yeah, I was in gold and then I've mostly been in silver getting wins, and it'll all be there for you to see. And that's pretty much everything. They've said that this will not be in place for Act 1. They're not going to retroactively do it since no one knew this was a thing. They just sort of came up with it. This will be fully for next act, for Act 2, starting in a week here. And so at the beginning of Act 2, your rank will be saved and put into your career tab. You'll be put back into placements, but now you only have to do 3 instead of 5. And they've said that your rank for this season will be a very conservative placement that will put you lower than what you were at the end of the season, because they want you to be able to climb and fill that triangle up and then start to peak out and start to try and battle for those last top 9 that you really want. So you are going to be placed in a lower, probably 2 or 3 ranks below what you were at the end of Act 1. And your 3 placement games do not count towards your Act rank, so those triangles will not go on there until you are actually placed in a rank.
Off your feet!
Oh, fuck.
And as far as I can tell, that's everything changing with Act 2 as far as their ranking system and competitive changes go. There, of course, will be a new character and a new map as well, which we'll take a look at near in the future. And they've said that once they get closer to the end of Act 2, so next season, they're going to do another update and evolve the competitive experience even more. They're definitely looking for feedback right now about this system. And for me, I think it looks like a good system. It looks smart to me. I like that you can see exactly how you have been playing in recent times, and not just, you know, I haven't played in quite a while, but I was gold 2 last time I played, so I'm still gold 2. Or, you know, people saying, oh, I'm plat, I'm actually diamond, and they've, of course, you know, won one game in diamond and then D-rank back to plat, or they just stopped playing completely just so they could go in unrated and flame you and say that they're diamond. You can actually check and see, oh, this guy won 1 game in diamond and, you know, 49 in gold, so he's not exactly diamond. And I do like that change. I think that's good. It'll, you know, actually make your rank mean something and not just mean that you got lucky one night and peaked and just stopped playing. So I think this is a good change. I also like that you can see the badge on the player calling card and stuff. I think this is all really good, and I look forward to everything else they've been doing. I hope this helped you guys out. I did my best to explain it as best I could without going too long-winded, but I'll put the link in the description if you want to look at this stuff for yourself. And that is pretty much it. You can look forward to Season 2 in about a week. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Simone, just walk around the chair, dude. How are you stuck? Oh my god.